welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble, and this is your reading for the week of February the 12th through February the 18th. And this is a general reading, guys. So if you would like a personal reading, please go to my website, liveinthesolution.com. And listen, I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I was reading all last week. I was very busy, and I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much for allowing me to do what I love most, you know. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. Now, happy Valentine's Day. It's Valentine's Day on the 14th. So even if you don't have a lover, love yourself, darling. Treat yourself to something. Feel luxurious. Love every part of you. Love the, you know, as Cromwell said, I want to be painted, warts and all. You know, love yourself, warts and all. We all have shadow sides, guys. We all have a shadow side. So accept yourself as you are and love yourself. I did put, of course, we have this new moon solar eclipse, a partial solar eclipse on the 15th, so check out that video. I'll leave it connected to the end of this, and I also have a meditation video out, and the links will all be in the show more section below. That's a tongue twister. And what else? Oh yes, this is for your sun, moon and rising, and if you know your moon and rising, the links to those videos will be below also. So without further ado, let's go to your cards. Gemini, your first card, darling. It's amazing. Okay, so your reading's blowing me away. You have major change this week. Anyway, let me go to your first card first. Your first card is the Eight of Swords, right? And the Eight of Swords, look, she feels stuck, but it's an illusion. She's got her blindfold on and there's just a few swords around her. She can easily get out of this, but it doesn't. Look, there's a castle in the background which represents, you know, your dreams and your wishes, right? So, but it's kind of misted. She can't see her way out because she's really not looking. And she's just accepting defeat. You know, she's accepting defeat and she's just staying there. And it's almost like, it's almost when you're in a job that you don't like, and but it's almost like you're in fear of going out and doing something new. But this card is saying, darling, take the blindfold off and see the truth in the situation. There's always a way out. There's always a choice. So, you know, take the blindfold off, Gemini, and look at the truth. Now, you've got two major arcanas clarifying this card. One is transformation, right? Transformation. The other one is the world. So look at these cards, aren't they gorgeous? So this is an illusion. Now you have to transform the way you're looking at things and the way you're thinking of things. This is a clear message to change things. And look, we've got the eclipse coming, darling. It's all about change. But let me tell you, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcanas. This is like the alarms are going off. There's change coming, darling, change. And it's good change. But you need to look at the truth in the situation. You need to move forward. You need to get out of this mess, this illusion of being trapped. Change the way you're thinking. Completely transform the way you're seeing things. You know? This is about really a major... transformation is internal, right? This is definitely the mental realm. So this is where your head is at. It's really not physical. You've just got to open up your mind to the possibilities. You know, things are changing, whether you like it or not. Don't feel stuck with it, because you've also, with transformation, right, you've got the world. The world is amazing. Look at that. This is about, darling, you can go in a totally new direction. You are going in a totally new direction. You are. Things are changing. You are going in, you are starting something new, and it's perfect to start something new this week because it's the new moon. New moons are amazing. It's like about writing your intent. It's a new moon solar eclipse, darling, partial solar eclipse. It's going to actually activate the solar eclipse we had last year in August. Not quite as powerful, but definitely. And for some of you, Gemini, I see major changes. And this is what I do on a new moon. I write my master plan. I suggest you get prepared for this new journey that you're going to take. This is about all the life experience you've had. Yeah, you can keep going down this road, feeling trapped. You can stay here if you want. It's your choice. But this is happening. You know, you can transform the way you think, the way you feel, the way you do things, and you are being helped and nudged and supported by the universe in this change. And then look, the next card is the Fool, darling. It's about an adventure. The Fool has this trust and this faith, that knowing that no matter what's happening, it's like, think he's going to be okay. He's going to be fine. He knows that. He knows it. He doesn't just believe it. He knows it. Now, you know, when the Fool comes up, the Fool is, you know, this is the energy of the Fool. Oh, fantastic. I'm so excited. I wonder what's going to happen next. This is really great, right? That's the Fool. But here, right, this energy, right, the Eight of Swords is like, oh my God, I don't know what's going to happen. Where am I going to go? What am I going to do? That's that, right? This is asking you to have the faith and trust that things are going to be fantastic. Look at this as an adventure, not as a nightmare, right? You have the choice. It's your perception. It's literally down to your perception. And guess what, darling? This is so about your perception. You've got the Magician clarifying this. So this is saying, don't you worry. This change is fantastic. Everything you have everything you need to create the life that you desire. So don't worry. Things are great. And clarifying that is patience, darling. This is patience. Don't you worry. Things are going to work out all right. Look, you're not going to win the lotto overnight, right? Sometimes we go through a little, you know, adjustment period. There may be a little adjustment period, but you keep your energy in this exciting, thinking of this as an adventure. And, you know, have some patience. Things are really going to work. You've got all the magic. You've got everything you need, Gemini, to create this incredible life. And look, you've got the Six of Wands. When you make that transformation, you're going to get public recognition. This is fabulous. This is like success. What you do, when you go, you're going to be successful when you change the way you perceive things. When you have that internal transformation, it's all about, you know, accolades and success and getting public recognition. This is like celebrating, you know, your success. And clarifying that is the Strength. So this is amazing. You've only got 2 minor arcana and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major. This is change is happening, darling. Change is happening. So you go with the flow and look upon it as exciting, and it's an adventure. You don't know where it's going to land, and it could be really amazing. You're excited about going, or you can be like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I don't know what to do. And then you'll remain stuck, blindfolded in those, in your head. No, transform, darling. And you've got the strength card. I always say the strength is about coming back into the moment. And I always think of my mum, and my mum was 89 yesterday. Oh, she was 89 on the 10th of February. So happy birthday, Mum. I love her. But let me tell you something. My mum is this card because when I was a kid, she would have that look. She didn't have to hit me, she didn't have to shout at me. All she had to do was give me that look. And I came together, darling. This is about leadership. It's about being a wonderful leader. It's about being in the moment. It's about having that presence of authority, and people will respect you and know this is wonderful. Look, it's about pulling back from your nature. It's about not being violent. It's about having strength in kindness and compassion, right? My mum taught me that look, darling, and I used it on my son very successfully. You can ask him. One look, darling, and he came together. This is, look, the lion is kind of going against his nature because, anything outside of his comfort zone, he's like, rah, the king of the jungle is, but it's about self-discipline also. This is self-discipline because he is pushing down his nature and to roar and to be violent so that he can really enjoy this moment with this beautiful maiden petting him, and he can really be there for it. This is definitely about self-discipline. It's about controlling yourself. It's about treating people with kindness and compassion. It's about being an amazing leader. It's about the commanding. It's the king of the jungle. Gemini, I'm excited for you. I really am. This looks like an amazing change for you. Sometimes change is hard, I understand. And you want to stay here because you don't want to go forward. But when you're staying here and you're not looking at the truth in your situation, it's like denial, right? This is in the head. Then you miss out on this wonderful, incredible journey, being around the world and I. I mean, it's going to be great. The Magician, darling, that says it all. You've got it all. I love these cards. Aren't they beautiful? There you go. 1, new beginnings, right? I have a feeling that you are definitely in for an incredible ride, but it's all about how you perceive it. Gemini, I love and I appreciate you all. Mwah! Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you next week. To inquire about or purchase any of Mary's services, please email Mary at liveinthesolution.com.